What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitutional Convention was a meeting in 1787. American leaders gathered in Philadelphia to revise the Articles of Confederation. 55 delegates were chosen by the states to attend the convention. Now, to revise something is something we do in our writing process. You already have all the ideas, it's in writing, it's already put to use, but let's just change some things. The delegates met in secret. Guards stood by the doors. Heavy curtains covered the windows. No reporters or visitors were allowed inside during the meetings. This let the delegates speak their minds without fear of others being able to influence them. Now, keep note of that. That's going to be one of our questions. Why did they have the windows covered? No reporters allowed inside the meetings. Why did they do that? Seems to me that it's to allow them to share their opinions openly. Instead of revising the articles, the delegates decided to start over. First, they created the legislative branch of the government. It was led by Congress. Members of Congress would vote to make decisions that impacted the country. But the delegates disagreed about how to organize Congress. States with small populations, like a Rhode Island, or like a New Jersey at the time, wanted each state to have one representative in Congress. States with large populations disliked the plan, like a Virginia or now like a California. They believed the states with more people deserve more representatives. Now this put them in a bind, a tough situation that is. You have the smaller states wanting everybody to have the same amount of representatives to speak for them, whereas the larger states felt as if they had more people, well, we should have more representatives. Roger Sherman, a delegate from Connecticut, created a compromise. In Sherman's plan, the Congress would have two equal bodies. The House of Representatives would be based on population. The larger a state's population, the more representation it would have. In the Senate, each state would be represented by two people. In this way, both the small and the large states could be represented fairly. This pleased both sides. It became known as the Connecticut Compromise. A compromise is where two people or two sides meet in the middle. The compromise here was that the larger states got what they wanted in the House of Representatives. Each state would have as many representatives to go along with the size of their population. In the Senate, every state had two. The delegates then created the executive branch, headed by the president, and the judicial branch, led by the Supreme Court. The delegates also created a system of checks and balances. This prevented any one branch from becoming too powerful. Now, we'll go deeper into this checks and balances in our branches of government later on in the week, but it's one of the main things of the Constitution. The first three parts of the Constitution are those three branches. The legislative, that's that representative, and the Congress where the laws are made. Then they created the executive, that's the president. Then the judicial, that's our court system.